Welcome back to the rest of the story. I'm in the barn. It's currently empty. There are no calves in here. I just got done scraping the walkway off and the platform off. The calves that were in here were weaned off the day after the farm day. Didn't film it. Just guess I didn't really think it was all that relevant. But what's going to happen in here? I have plans for the barn. Well, I'm going to clean out the rest of the other end. I have where those pens were. You guys can see I actually took all those out. I'm going to make that into one big group pen, possibly raising a group of 8 to 10 in there initially once I get them going. My plan is actually to wean my calves off, start to wean them off in there as a group. I'll wean off probably 8 to 10 at a time. I'll drop them down to being fed once a day and get them used to water. See, what I have through here, it's just not, I'm not set up for water buckets. I have enough room for their grain buckets, and that's about it. So I'm going to get them in there. I'm going to get them used to drinking water, get them going great. They should be used to grain by then. And when I feel they're ready, I'll move them outside where they'll have corn fodder bedding out there. As far as what I'm doing right now, preferably here in the next week and a half, I'm currently scraping the barn out. I'm getting all the crust and residue, manure from last winter out. Once I get done scraping it, I'm going to wash it down with the pressure washer. I'm going to foam it with Purple Power or something just aggressive enough that it won't melt all the tin and everything in here, steel. And I'll go through and I'll rinse it out again. Then I'm going to seal the barn up so the dogs can't get in here, because the dogs like to come in here and for some reason they insist they have to come in the barn to go to the bathroom, and other than the fact that it really irritates me, the vet says that that is in my best interest to keep the dogs from coming in here altogether, because if you think of bottle calves like pigs, they're very disease prone, and dogs, you know, it's just another way to transmit disease and whatever else. So he made a good point. So no more rocket in the calf barn. Then I'm going to go through, I have to bleach it, if I already said that already. After I seal it up, let it sit through harvest, let it just kind of mellow out. Probably go through, I'm going to bleach it again probably the first week of December just for good measure. I'm going to bleach it heavy. And then I'll bed it, I'll lime it, I'll bed it, and we'll go ahead and start raising calves this winter. Don't know how many we'll raise. I may be going through all this work for 10 calves for all I know. Ideally between 70 to 100. I really think I could do 100 in here. My plan is really just to do one rush of calves as far as purchase 10 calves at a time, and then get up to 70 to 100 calves. Then I'll gradually, once I get them going, I'll gradually start weaning them out. So I'd be tickled pink if we could get 100 calves through here. But that's the plan for the barn right now, and I'll probably show you an after picture. This is what the barn looks like right now. A little messy. I got some panels down there I got to move out. I got to cut all these dividers out, and yeah, I probably got a couple days worth of work in here. But I have to start getting ready for harvest, which means I got work in the combine. I got to get the oil changed in that. I got a couple things I got to work on with that. I got to get the chisel plow up and running. I got to rebuild the sweep arm on the grain auger, and I got to work in the bean head, and whatever else happens to come up between now and then. So stay tuned. Things are gradually ramping up here again. We had a little bit of a lull, but it's currently the countdown to harvest, because October 1st, I'm not saying that October 1st is the day that we will be firing the combine up to start harvest, but it's just that imaginary finish line that you'll want to be ready for picking corn. So take care, keep in touch. I'm going to talk to you guys later.